You ready for our video? You ready? Hi everyone, so today in this video I'm going to do baby's 6-month update, and I have to do this really fast because she's actually only almost going to be 7 months. I did film this once before, but I did it with my other daughter,
Mama.
This one who's interrupting us right now. Yes.
I want to hear your voice when I'm watching iPad.
Okay, you can hear my voice. So I did it once with her before, and it was just kind of all over the place.
I had hot dogs for lunch. Mom had a long nap with baby. She drank a lot of milk and she spit up all it.
Yeah, we just woke up from a nap, so she's like very sweaty. You see how sweaty you are? Very sweaty, aren't you?
Oh,
and
also
her hair.
Also the fork has eyes.
Yes.
I had a birthday cake.
Yep, she had a birthday cake. And
So what kind of cake is that?
Tuxedo cake?
And a tuxedo cake.
Yeah, that's how we celebrated Michelena's 4.5.
I don't know what those little circles were.
Oh, but were they good?
No, they're not that good.
Oh, the colorful ones?
Yeah, they're not that good.
Oh, they were not that good. Maybe they were just for decoration. Alright, so let's do this update. So I'm going to refilm this video, and it's actually better because it's now after her well child visit, so I can kind of use some updates. Actually, I don't even have that many updates, but it is after her well child visit. And I did also write some notes down, but not all of them completely. So I'm going to try to do top from bottom. Okay, so she is very strong now. She's like standing on my lap, and I kind of like practice walking with her. She sits up very well right now. I still put a pillow behind her when she sits down, and she talks a little bit. She is not rolling over yet, although she can kind of move pretty much 90 degrees or 180 degrees this way, but not this way, not like rolling over. She still doesn't like to be on her stomach, on her tummy, but today I was kind of like doing some like tummy time with her, which I don't do as often as the doctor would like, but I started doing some tummy time with her and was able to lift her up. I was able to lift her up. Lift the back of her legs up, so she's kind of like in the crawl position. So I'm trying to prep her to do crawling, even though like I'm actually not really that worried. I mean, like, I'm not that worried about her not rolling over, but it is in the back of my mind. So I'm hoping that the next thing will be that she will start crawling. Let's just skip the rolling over. Let's just like have her crawl, right? So right before she turned 6 months, I started her on baby food because I felt like she just was more, I felt like the milk wasn't enough. She is still 100% breastfed. She's never had a bottle before, so everything that she drinks is fully from my breast. I started her off with baby rice cereal, which was I think Earth's Best, because that's the type of food that will have the least allergies, and it's the easiest to digest. So she took that kind of well. It took about like 1.5 weeks to 1 to 2 weeks for her to figure out how to eat the food, because you know she didn't know what to do with her tongue. It was very like messy and things like that. Now she pretty much, I mean, it's still messy, but at least now she knows how to actually eat, and she like will open her mouth like to wait for the food. And so usually what I do now is I move, after 1 box of rice, I moved over to oatmeal. And so what I normally do when I feed her is I do 1 little thing of oatmeal and then a jar of whatever. So the first food that I tried her on beyond rice / oatmeal was mango, because that's what they had in number 1. They only had like mango and prunes. That was like the only 2 things that I saw, at least at Target. Then I went to Walmart and I found some other foods. So mango was the first one. I did try prunes, not right away. I think maybe I did mango and then sweet potato. and then prunes, and prunes was a big mess. I mean, she ate them, and it just, like, her poop was like all wet and it just splattered all over the place. So that was kind of a mess. So I kind of realized she does not need prunes. Like, in terms of her poop is, pretty solid, and very regular now. Like, and when she was first born, in the first few months, she like poop every diaper, and then it kind of stopped. So she would poop every 3 days maybe, and then now it's kind of become like a daily, multiple times a day kind of thing. And it's really funny because you can like see her pooping, so she's like, and like her face will get all red when she's pushing, and she gets a little kind of fussy about it and stuff. And like when she does take a poop, she doesn't like the poop in her butt. So I know when she poops because you hear the sound, and then like then she starts fussing because she doesn't like it in her butt, which is really good. Let's see, let me see if she's hungry. She might be, I feel like she just ate, but maybe she's hungry again. Like, we filmed a video before this, so maybe that's why she's a little bit antsy. Okay, so she is sitting up now, like I said, with the pillow on the back. And I do mostly sitting with her because, like, at the 4-month visit, the doctor was like, okay, you should practice sitting with her. So between 4 and 6 months, I did mostly sitting with her and not so much tummy time. And then at the 6-month well child visit, she said that I should be doing a lot of tummy time. So let me raise this up. Okay, so there's that. She's grabbing things really well, and oh, the other thing, when she sits, she can kind of like move forward, so she'll like bend her leg, or no, she'll like extend her legs like straight and then bend them and kind of like move her tush. So she's moved as far as 3 feet away from where I initially put her. So she's not rolling over, she's not crawling, but she is mobile in when she sits up, and kind of like I said, she does like spins when she's like lying on her tummy, which she doesn't like. So there's the food. Drinking, other than breast milk, I sometimes give her water through I bought like a spoutless sippy cup, but she still doesn't know how to use it, and she kind of like doesn't like it. I think she doesn't like it that it's like in her face. Okay, baby, let's try this again. Here. Oh. Here, try to drink a little bit. No? Too difficult?
I can drink it. I want to drink it.
So I just like completely took the top off and used it as like a regular cup, and she's not really honestly that big of a fan of it, so I have to keep practicing that with her. The doctor said that water is, like, there's no really like she should get X amount every day, nothing like that. So there's that. Speaking of the well child visit, so height and weight, I think she's over 15. I guess at this point maybe she's like 16 pounds approximately. Height, she is, I forget how much she's in height, but she's doing fine. She's not near the 100th percentile like my older daughter. She's more around the 50th percentile, so that's fine. and her hair is really long. That is like still her number one kind of feature, that strangers will come up to me and just like comment on her hair, that she's like, oh, she has a lot of hair. I'm like, yeah, she has a lot of hair. So that's that. And so about the 6-month well child visit, the other thing that the doctor told me was that I need to sleep train her, because she asked me when she goes to sleep, and at that time it was like I essentially put her down around 11:30 to 12, because I thought that, you know, if she slept from 12 to 5 it would be good. And I guess that in the early newborn stages, I think that's okay, but now that they're getting older, the doctor said that she could probably sleep around 12 hours and then I should sleep train her. So the way she taught me to sleep train, and the doctor with my first daughter, she never told me about sleep training or anything like that. So I went through sleep training when she was with my older daughter around the 9-month mark, and that was like pretty hard. Like I would like put her in the stroller and walk around the apartment for like 2 hours. It would take like a 2-hour, you know, it would take her like 2 hours to put her to bed, and eventually it would be like she would just like cry a lot and things like that. So I think I was worried when the doctor told me about the sleep training thing at the 6th month, but now that I've been doing it for the past 2 or 3 weeks, I'm so glad that I started it now, like earlier. So the way the doctor explained the sleep training was that she said, put the baby down. When she starts to cry, you know, like say goodnight to her, blah, blah, blah. When she starts to cry, let her cry for 5 minutes. Go in, don't turn on the light, don't pick her up, and just like pat her down, like, you know, tell her she's gonna be okay, or tell her it's time to go to sleep, blah, blah, blah. Leave. Let her cry for, if she starts to cry, let her cry for 7 minutes, and then just keep doing the same thing. Don't pick her up, don't turn on the light. Those were like the things that she said. And just add 2 minutes. So let her cry 5 minutes, let her cry 7 minutes, 9 minutes, so on and so forth. So that's what I did. And she wanted me to put the baby to sleep at, or her bedtime to be at 6:30 to 7, which is too early for me, honestly. Like I can't even have dinner by 6:37, and so that is, you know, maybe that's the ideal, the gold standard, but for me it's just, I just can't do it. I mean, I am not working now. I am looking for work, but when I do start to work, it's just not like feasible and things like that. So I've gotten her to sleep, put her down at 10:30. I did put her down around 9:30, but then it's kind of crept back up to around 10:15-ish. So that's her current bedtime, and I need to push that up a little bit more. I want them all to be in bed by 10, like the baby fed and everything down in bed. So the way I do it is I do a last feeding. She does a last feeding, she falls asleep in my arms, and then I put her down. And I kind of graduated to the point where I don't do 5 minutes, I do maybe like 10 minutes, and like it'll be like 10 minutes, maybe I might have to get up like once or twice, so like for another 10 minutes. I don't set a timer anymore, and for the most part she's been able to go back to sleep, so that is good. And she sleeps around 10:15 to maybe 5:30 or 7, and today she actually slept until 8. So it varies. I haven't had 12 hours, and honestly I don't really expect her to sleep 12 hours, but not that I'm discouraging her from sleeping for 12 hours. I just don't, like, my older daughter never slept for 12 hours, but maybe it's possible. Maybe if I coax them into whatever, that she sleep for 12 hours, but that's basically how my schedule is, and I'm not strict in terms of, you know, the ideal gold standard of like your kids have to be in bed at 6:30, you know, like my toddler has to be in bed by 7:30. It's just not possible. Or I guess it's possible, but it's just not something I'm die hard to do. So that's basically it. She has not gotten any teeth yet, but her gums are changing. So I know that that is kind of like going to happen, I think, pretty soon. She drools a lot. She has a lot of hair. What else? She's really good with her hands, and she like can, you know, touch me, you know, with her hands and her feet without even looking. And I'm trying to look here. She gets along with her her older sister very well. She loves her so much. She can like, feeding her is like kind of difficult because her head is always turned this way towards her older sister. And you can see clips and things like that on Instagram and pictures and stuff like that. I post mostly there. And I think that is about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. And because I don't want this video to be too long, it's already 14 minutes. And that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will try to put this up as soon as I can. And please subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And if you have any video requests, please leave them in the comments below, or better yet, tweet me or leave me a comment on Instagram, because I am on those platforms more, mostly on Instagram, but I'm trying to be on Twitter more. And thank you so much for watching. All of my social media will be down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. This is baby. Baby, you want to say hi? Hi. 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 So this is how big she is. Hi. Do you want to see? Do you want to show everyone how well you can sit? Look at how good you're sitting, baby. Yeah. You're a good sitter, aren't ya? Are you a good sitter? Come. Come. Yeah. Come. Yeah. So you can see she's kind of lifting her butt a little bit when she sits. Come. Come. Watch. Oh. Oh. I can't do it with one hand. That's what she looks like. Okay. There you go. Step. Step. Yeah, step. Step. Yeah. Good job, baby. Do it again. Ready? Step. Yeah. Step. Step. Yeah.